The first thing I felt was a soft glow pressing gently against my eyelids. Like winter sunlight, filtering through a Toronto condo window. Then came the strange realization that my body didn't feel like mine. As if I were only visiting, borrowing this skin for a moment. I tried to open my eyes, but they were heavy, like snow-covered doors that hadn't been opened in months. Then I heard a voice. Male. Warm. Unsteady with relief. Come on, Emma. I know you're in there. It's been long enough. Something deep inside me shifted. The voice felt familiar. In a way that made no sense. Like a song you swear you know, but can't remember where you first heard it. With an effort that felt impossible, I slowly opened my eyes. The first face I saw was his. Dark hair. Slightly messy. Kind brown eyes. Lined with exhaustion. And an expression that shifted. From fear to absolute joy. Welcome back, Emma. The way he said my name made my heart race. Like it was remembering how to beat again. There was intimacy there. Comfort. Something that felt like home. Even though I didn't know him. Or at least, I didn't think I did. I tried to speak, but my throat was painfully dry. He immediately reached for a glass of water, supporting my head gently. You've been sleeping, he said quietly. For a long time. Sleeping. The word felt wrong. Then the door burst open. A nurse rushed in. Her expression urgent. Dr. Miller, she said. Your fiancé is calling. She says the wedding is in 4 hours. And you promised you'd be there. The world stopped. Dr. Miller. Noah. The name surfaced. From somewhere deep inside me. His face went pale. For a moment. Our eyes locked. I saw guilt. Regret. And something that looked like heartbreak. I need to take this, he said. His voice suddenly professional. Emma, you're safe. Nurse Claire will take care of you. And then he left. Leaving behind a silence. So heavy. It felt worse than the coma. 8 months. Said Claire. The head nurse. A woman in her 50s. With kind eyes and silver-streaked hair. You've been in a coma for 8 months. 8 months. It should have shocked me. But somehow. It didn't. It was a serious car accident, she continued. Traumatic brain injury. Internal bleeding. There were nights we didn't think you'd make it. She paused. But you fought. Especially near the end. It was like something was pulling you back. I swallowed. That doctor, I asked. Dr. Miller. I feel like I know him. Claire sat beside my bed. In 25 years at Vancouver General, she said. I've seen a lot. But what happened between you two? That was different. What do you mean? You talked during the coma. Not words exactly. But sounds. Expressions. You reacted to him. You smiled when he came in. You calmed when he held your hand. One night, she added quietly. He came in after a fight with his fiancée. You made these soft sounds. Like you were comforting him. He whispered, "Thank you, Emma." And I swear. You smiled. My heart pounded. Later that day. I heard voices outside my room. I recognized Noah's voice immediately. Raw. Broken. I can't marry her, he said. How can I? Knowing this. You're in love, Claire replied gently. I fell in love with a woman. Who was unconscious. How does that even happen? She knew, Claire said softly. She always knew when you were there. Everything inside me shattered. In the hours that followed. The nurses told me everything. He brought fresh daisies every week. Played Chopin. Debussy. Held my hand for hours. Stayed 3 days straight. When my vitals crashed. Then they showed me the footage. A black and white recording. 3:47 a.m. Noah beside my bed. Holding my hand. Begging me not to leave. And then. My hand moved. Squeezed his. I watched him cry. That's when I knew. This wasn't coincidence. This was love. The wedding was supposed to be held. At a waterfront venue. Overlooking English Bay. White chairs. Early summer flowers. Guests arriving. Laughing. Champagne being poured. But Noah never showed. Instead. He stood outside my hospital room. Hands shaking. Eyes filled with something. That looked like fear. And freedom. I can't do this, he said quietly. I can't walk away from you. And pretend I didn't find my soul. In this room. My breath caught. Noah, I whispered. You don't even know me. He smiled sadly. I know the sound you make. When you're calm. I know the way your heartbeat changes. When I talk about the ocean. I know you fight. Even when you don't know you're fighting. Tears streamed down my face. That feels like knowing someone. He said. Just then. Amanda walked in. Perfect hair. Perfect dress. Eyes sharp with disbelief. So this is her, she said. The coma girl. Noah didn't flinch. This is Emma, he replied. And she's the woman I love. Amanda laughed. But it cracked halfway. You're throwing away a future. For someone who doesn't even remember you. I found my voice. I don't remember him, I said softly. But I remember how he makes me feel. Silence. Amanda's eyes filled. Not with rage. But loss. She nodded once. I hope it's worth it, she said. Then she turned. And walked out. Leaving behind a life. That was never meant to be. Recovery was slow. Physio sessions. Speech therapy. Snow fell. Then melted. Spring arrived. Noah was there. Every day. Reading to me. Bringing Tim Hortons coffee. Even when he hated it. Teaching me my past. Patient. Steady. Never rushing. One evening. We sat in the hospital garden. Cherry blossoms drifting. Through the air. I fell in love with your mind first. He said. Before I ever saw your eyes open. I took his hand. I think, I said. That's how love is supposed to happen. 6 months later. We stood in that same garden. But this time. I was walking. Sunlight warming my skin. A small group of nurses. Friends. Claire stood in the front row. Smiling through tears. Noah waited for me. No lab coat. No titles. Just the man. Who loved me when I couldn't love myself. I promise, he said. To love you in every version of yourself. Awake. Asleep. Remembering. Forgetting. Conscious. And beyond. I smiled. I promise, I said. To find you. In every lifetime. In every silence. And choose you. Again. And again. The wind carried petals around us. Applause broke out. But all I saw. Was him. Later. Back in room 237. The room where everything began. Sunlight touched my face. Noah squeezed my hand. You're really here, he whispered. I smiled. I never left, I said. Forever conscious. Forever yours.